Hi Collective, welcome back to my channel, Crystal Shadow Work. Hi everyone. So I finally pulled an oracle, okay, as I'm doing, sorry for the loud vehicles. So I finally, at 11, I was on the clock and I said that. Oh my gosh, I am so amped up. We're on the 4/4 portal energy that's coming through. It's so beautiful. I've done a channeled message that I just did that is currently uploading. Okay, that I did officially on the portal, right? So literally just did that one. And yesterday, now I'm catching this, I just seen 33. I keep seeing all these synchronistic numbers, but I just mean all throughout the day. That's why I'm like, I know I just started this reading. Okay, anyway, what I'm saying is I did some channel messages this morning. I woke up feeling this energy, right? So I got a couple of those out there, and then I did a self-care one already. I don't know why I feel like I'm telling you already. Like, I got super excited because I've been saying that a lot of feminines had got into their masculine energy, got into their confidence level, really started to take action, charge, control of their life, started to cut situations out of their life, eliminate themselves, pull back their energy and all of this stuff. And I was saying, like, if you're in this feminine that like you have these blockages and you're still in this people-pleasing energy and all of that, like, you better step it up, because we were closing out our astrological year and big changes were coming at the start of Aries season, right? So it's telling a lot of people, like, you need to figure these things out, because it's like, if you don't get into your masculine energy and you take authority and charge and control of your life, and then you get back into that feminine energy, you know, where you're loving, caring, and kind, you needed to balance out, you needed to equalize and all of that, that it was going to, you know, dramatically affect you. And like, I was worried about repeating cycles and all of that. I guess that's why I'm super excited, because I was like calming down, and then it was like they just gave me this song, it's about the song I'm a Mess. So I was listening to that, and I realized that I heard it earlier today too. And I was playing it and stuff, and I know that a lot of us have been just sorry, my throat, they're trying to mess with me. There's been so much blockages and attacks on throat chakra. There's also been a lot of throat chakra activations, things like that are going on. But anyway, like, there's just been so much attacks and so much push warfare and everything. Every time it's like some of it gets through or whatever, gets the best of me, and then I gotta get my energy back or whatever. It's been discouraging for me or whatever. 'Cause it's like, to me, it's like it's been a balance to get, because it's like I got to be on edge with my sword, ready to cut things out, shut things down, then be loving and caring at the same time. And then I don't want to come off, you know, to me, it's like being bipolar, because it's hard too, because it's like, you know, me being a mom, I've got 4 children and stuff, and I was struggling so much. Like, that's why I had to go to source so much and ask for, I needed help, and they kept telling me synergy, and I didn't know what that meant. And then finally I got some help or whatever, and I was finally allowing, and that was a big thing for me, for allowing help and asking for help. And I know that it was helping, and it was starting to make it to where I could, because I felt I was being like so, like, having to be masculine, and especially me struggling, because like I was talking about this in a reading that I did that was supposed to be supportive for some feminines, that, you know, like, if you're ever questioning whether or not you're a good mom, you already are, if you're even asking. You know, and I put my story out a little bit about how, you know, I have, you know, I've pretty much been a single mom my entire life, raising all my kids, you know. It's like, you know, I came into a very, very broken family. And, you know, I was, you know, being a generational curse breaker, super excited about that. I didn't know that I was doing that, but I you know, led me down my path and everything. But I was breaking up generational curses from my mother's side and my father. Like, I didn't know that my father was like a Mason, and he was into black magic. He was a warlock. He really was. And I didn't I didn't know. So it was like I had curses that were put upon me from him. And then my mother's side, you know, is where I've got pagan and Celtic, and which is earth. You know, I'm a white witch. I work with white magic, okay, and stuff, but finding out all of that. So there's, you know, there's been stuff in the past and stuff where, you know, everybody's got their karmic family members that dabble and do things they shouldn't, but, you know, we have to pay for that. You know, it gets, you are a piece of your bloodlines, your ancestors. Like, you're a product of them, of every part of them, right? And so anyway, it's like a lot of your ancestors and your spirit guides have gotten trapped, and they've been waiting for somebody to come and to break these curses and to basically clear out the karma so they're free to cross over. And that's why I'm so excited. So I'm proud, because I know that I finally did that for my family. So I know that my ancestors, a lot of them are very proud that I've been able to stand up and break these curses, right? And stuff. And a lot of it is hard, right? Because you have to detach and stuff, and especially the strong Jezebel spirits that have been running through the families. Sometimes you have to completely disconnect from family members because they don't realize that they're housing these demons that are literally have been running rampant through the bloodlines, right? That you literally, and it's a really hard thing. And especially, like I said, me being a mom with my 4 children, right? And raising them on my own, like only having my, I mean, I know my parents tried, right? I think they knew, and they isolated from family, and stuff. But it created a lot of emotional and psychological problems. Can you imagine? Like, I grew up not really knowing any of my family, and my mother and father were always gone, so I was by myself a lot, to pulling my brother away, and all sorts of stuff. I've got like 3 half brothers, and I didn't get to grow up with them, and things like that. One I've never even met, and so it's been a lot. So anyway, and then the Jezebel spirits and everything that have been coming out and getting in, because I've had these curses put upon me, so they've been embodying, my children's fathers, and they were like sought out or whatever. So I've been having just all of these things and battling, and raising the children on my own, and it's been a lot. But I finally, have been dropping that sword, reclaiming my power back, and to find a way to heal from all of that, and to find my passion, and then to pour that love back into me. So I don't know why I just went with my story. It's for somebody, but us as a chosen, we're told to put our stories out there, because there's going to be so many of you that are going to relate with this, or maybe understand, or know that it's not just you, in that you're not doing anything wrong. It's these spirits, right? And a lot of times your family members, your friends, they don't even realize they're doing it, and they can even get into your children. And it was interesting. One of my readers was talking about the Jezebel spirit and her daughter. There's a daughter to the Jezebel spirit, and that would probably explain what houses the kids and what gets into the children sometimes. There'll be times that I know when my children have demons in them. Often you'll see a grin, a smirk, when they're being mischievous, when they are. I see. I don't know if everybody. To me that's a telltale sign. You can see that. But it's like, I see energy. I see through people like glass, so I can I can see the demons right attached to them. I know when they're housing them or whatever. But it's hard, when it's your family and things like that. So anyway, it's definitely a spiritual warfare, and it's battle, right? But yeah, we're warriors. We came down here. We said that we're going to battle these things, right? So I literally been battling on both sides now. I don't know how far back the curses go, but I know that I am breaking the matrix. I know that I am going to be the first of my family and my bloodline to be a multi-millionaire, billionaire. Watch me. Because I will, because I've already healed all of this stuff, and that's part of my karmic justice. And for doing all of that, and that's what you got to be so excited about. And you have to know, I have been working with divine ever since I was a little girl. Like I've said, what I want, what I'm gonna do, when it's just, I always knew that I had this purpose forever. And that's how you have to know right away, That's why, you get confirmations throughout your life if you're chosen, right? But you have to work for it. But it's like, you'll have a lot of those people that are envious, and people just don't understand how your obstacles level you up, where somebody else may be going through a same situation and it has them down and out. Like literally, like I had to walk away from my home, my car, all of that. Like I had to decide, and I had to tell Source, Divine Spirit, what I wanted, and I had to let go. I had to let go of so much stuff. I had to you basically have to lose everything, and this could happen multiple times even. But you have to detach from things in the physical. You have to know there's so much work. Nobody has any idea the amount of work that is chosen that we go through. These people are just envious because all they can do is see on the outside. That's why I'm like, not everybody knows our stories and everything that we have. People are just jealous or envious of what they see that you have, those material things, those things that you can physically, physically touch and things like that. Tangible thing, like, so people get jealous and envious or whatever. And a lot of times it could be your friends, your family members, and things like that. But then when they get envious and they start carrying that dark energy, and then they start pulling on demons and things like that, that's when they jump in and they get into you, because you're not supposed to have those things. You're very, very capable. Everybody's very, very capable. Raising your vibration and elevating. And if you do the work, you can manifest and materialize all of the things that you desire in this world. We really are. It's like a video game. It's like virtual reality. You are in charge of your avatar. You are in charge of your life and what you're going to co-create and what you're going to bring to you. But you have to know that you are a product of your mind and what you subject to. See, look at the enemy trying to check me up. Yeah, I'm going to get this damn message out. And it's just like the 3D matrix and the schools and what they're doing to isolate. All right, hold on, guys. Should be confirmation right there. I'm telling the truth when you got the enemy trying to choke me up, right? No, but we are going to win. And that's why you're seeing so many people are homeschooling their children now, and they're pulling them out of this, making them think that they have to, that they can't beat your, get me started on all of that. So anyway, I kind of lost where I was going with this. But I'm so excited about having this energy where, with all of this stuff, like I've been questioning myself, and you have to be careful about the guidance messages that you get out in the spiritual community and things like that. 12 on the clock says say that. You need to really be looking within how you feel, getting your own guidance and messages and things like that. Because I definitely got the confirmation that I have balanced out my energies, and I am so excited. And even though I've been seeing it, because I've been just like literally materializing things, right? And I've been noticing that it's been more than me physically manifesting like a boss, all the things that I want, desire showing up, that I need, that things like that. Because it's like, when you need things, that they're going to be provided for. That when you want something, when you are in lack of it, when you're desiring something, you in fact push it away. It's like you have to know that you already have it. Right? But then you're a co-creator, so you co-create with Divine Source. You also have to be in alignment with Divine Source. I know that I am one with the universe, with God, Source, Divine Spirit. I know that all of us are awakening these inner gods and goddesses within us at this time, that we are the resurrection. I know that, right? Big reveal if you didn't know it. But that is what we're doing here. We're resetting Earth. Okay. We're bringing the power back. We are what's that word? Not demobilizing. I heard it earlier. It's like deprogramming. It's like you had to be pulled offline to be able to. Yeah, and I was talking about this reading too. Is like go out of the matrix. Cannabis is like number one thing to open you up. Well, mushrooms. I guess that connects you right away with God, Divine Source, mushrooms, and that's been in the ancients and the shamans and all of that. They knew that. Like I said, I come from a lineage of shamans and healers, and oh my gosh. So anyway, it was destined for me to go down this path or whatever, but. So anyway, yeah, I got the Metaphysical Cannabis Oracle, which is so beautiful. And I was researching that, and it was talking about how that's why a lot of the ones that go down that route and everything, that's why they didn't want us to know and to have it of all the healing purposes, and how, because that basically deprograms your mind from this 3D matrix. And that's something. So there's another big reveal. 14:44 on the clock as I say that. Sorry, I'm getting loud and I got all my kids in here. I feel bad. So anyway, let me get into the cards. I could probably channel all day long, but that's not what you guys want to hear. Sorry. So spiritual warfare, or spiritual warrior is the card that I got with all this spiritual warfare that's been going on. But listen to this. It says, show you are a wise leader, command the universe. When you are a spiritual warrior, you are strong, courageous, and wise. You use your power to protect the weak and the vulnerable. You are honest and honorable so that people trust you and you are loyal to you. You really got to prove that you're going to be loyal, you're going to be the truth keeper, you're going to uphold the light, you're going to follow all of the spiritual laws. You know how everything works inside and out. So you are emotionally mature because your masculine and your feminine qualities are in equilibrium. Yes, so gentleness is balanced within decisiveness, compassion with firmness, and serenity with action. You are a natural leader with authority, charisma, grace, and you empower others to do their best. Oh my gosh, see how excited I was? That's why I was like, that's how I'm going to start this reading. But I got the confirmation because I was like, oh my gosh, like I've been questioning, whether or not I've been able to balance out these energies with the attacks and all of that, because it's like I know that I need to be on guard to be able to battle these things. But you guys need to know, it's like you can do those things but still be loving and caring and kind and still have that energy of or still being able to have self-care. Okay, now I'm getting fumbled up because all right, I was struggling with loving myself, doing things for myself, making time for myself, because I'm a mom of my children, right? And I used to say, well, I'm not going to do things for myself if I can't do things for my kids and things like that. But then I realized I was putting my own energy down. It's one of those things that's like, if you have an empty cup, you can't pour from it. It's these little things. It's like if you don't have energy, you can't, and it's like if you're not like eating and taking care of yourself, you're going to be getting sick and things like that. You're not going to be able to take care of your children, right? Things like that. So you do have to care about yourself. You do have to do self-care. It's not taking from your children. It's actually bringing more to them. It's showing them love. It's making more love for them, because you're going to be attracting more for them, right? 1717 as they say that. Okay. All right. I feel as though I need to calm down. I probably need to get something to ground me. Okay. I was supposed to put my selenite in my lap. Okay. This is such a very, very powerful portal gateway. All right, so I just need to go to the cards and get out of channeling. Okay. So this Magic of the Unicorns is a very, very powerful deck that I got when I was guided to my which deck to get. I feel like I'm saying things backwards. It's weird. So I had my ascension. I think Kundalini awakening happened to where I had the surge of energy flow up through my crown that connected me directly with divine and source for my channeling and downloading. Was for autumn equinox is when it happened. So I know that the equinox was very, very powerful for me. So I was telling everybody this spring equinox, here we go. I was excited. I was like, what's going to happen with this one? What's going to happen with this one? Right? As there's a big portal and gateway on equinox. And what I just heard is, for some of you, it's like a synchronous, or what's that? Things happen in phases. For some of you, it was like there was different levels, right? So I definitely know that the spring equinox that we just had, I had a major leveling up too. They just told me with the confidence and that's what kind of catapulted me, where I told you I was a little bit worried because I was still in this people-pleasing energy, and I was still holding on to fear a little bit because it was causing major changes. And, with this closing out the astrological year, like I was like right here, like I literally, I've been doing all this battling and pushing away, so many things that are not for me. And there's been just so many tests and everything. All right. I'm like channeling again. Okay. So, all right. Okay. Master Angel number 11. So I think I was saying that this, things are happening in phases. So for a lot of you, okay, I never remember I was talking about this deck. This is a very, very powerful deck if you feel as though you're going through an ascension, 5D Christ consciousness, right? As this I was guided to this deck. Source knows I'm guided to decks when I'm meant to use them for a reason. And I started using the deck right after I had my ascension to the 5D Christ consciousness, and it helped me understand a lot more of what was going on, because all of a sudden I was in this new realm, right? And I was like, oh my gosh, like nobody can talk to me about spiritual stuff. Like people don't understand. Why is it like everything's like glass now and I can just see the truth in everything? Why is so much of the truth coming to me? Why is like I'm hearing and finding out about things that that happened a long time ago? Like why am I getting answers from every direction? And they're showing number 11, look, the signs is because you need that. Any inconsistencies or any lies that have been told to you, the truth will be revealed to you, because they don't want you to be in any type of energy of inconsistency, because your light body needs to get very, very light to ascend. And that's why. And it's things like that. Like I wasn't there. Sorry guys. I'm hungry. My stomach's growling. I didn't eat dinner. Here, I'm telling you guys, don't neglect yourself, and I definitely did tonight. See, damn devils and demons got under attack tonight. We were trying to go get dinner. So, all right, anyway, be a beacon, be an inspiration light, and light the way for others. Look at that, very beautiful. Definitely look at them pulling in and anchoring in that portal energy. It's very, very beneficial too, because the unicorns realm works very much with helping seed the light and bring it to us too. There are also a lot of the protectors. A lot of us are grids, and yeah, I was going to do a unicorn portal with my daughter too at our house before we lost it. I was so close with her, but I'm not going to get started on that. Okay. Synergy is needed to save her. All right. So, Cosmic Emerald, create a perfect health, assess divine abundance. Yes, this is so beautiful. It's a very, very powerful card. So anyway, the unicorn realm works very, very close with the angelic realm as well. All realms are really like activated. Like this specific portal and gateway, I keep seeing this card. I don't know which deck it's in. A beautiful reader showed it to me where it had multiple portals open, and that explains perfectly what I've been envisioning, what I've been feeling. And that is what's so beautiful. And it was all like they had mirrors on them. It was just like the floodgates are open of all these portals and these energies. And it's like they all look like they had mirrors on them, because it's like the things, it's like it's now safe for all of these portals and for them to be open at this time, because it's like in the past all these doors were shut because there was way too much heavy dense energy. But it's like so many people have like awakened, have started to, it's like enough people have started to ascend just a little bit, just enough to like reset the playing field. And it's like a lot of the dark, dense energies like down here. I'm trying to explain and actualize what I'm feeling and put it into words to be able to explain it for you guys to know what I feel. So it's challenging sometimes, but it's basically safe to have these portals, these gateways open. And it's like there's a mirror. It's like it almost scans you. And it's like, if the mirror reflects back and there's any dark or any demons and things like that, you can't go through it. It's not going to let you. In the past, you know, there's a lot of us that were protectors and warriors, and we had to battle these demons and these devils, right? But that now there's enough of us that are protecting, I guess. And, you know, I gave a reading where I was talking about just like the chosen light with the flashlights, like, for a lot of you, it might have been why you've been protected, and that's why I was told I was. Because when I got out there and they gave me a little bit of the get out into the spotlight and stuff, and they started to see how much that the attacks were coming to me and how much, and it's like, whoa, 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 let me pull you back. You know, when I was talking earlier about like a Shark Tank, it's like, yeah, you know you're protected when you're chosen, right? And it's like God, divine, they're always watching. They know where the chosen are, right? And they're always protected. But it's like you still have to protect yourself, okay? Because it's like the protection. Okay, there's a lot of different scenarios I'm getting. All right, hold on. Okay, so like I gave this protection message earlier where I was saying that it's like you know that you're protected, like to go out into the ocean, like we can be free and we can swim in the ocean, right? But it's like you have to have your protection. You have to know what it's okay to, like, yeah, maybe, you know, swim freely, have some protection on you, be cautious or whatever out during the day, but should you go in the same waters at night? If you have a big gash on you, are you going to jump into the ocean where there's a whole bunch of sharks and things like that? And that's kind of where I'm like, you need to have your protection. You need to have things where you're protecting your energy. And it's like, and still, it's like you're still risking it a little bit being by yourself, even with protection, even though you might not be cut. Who's to know when you go out there, you know, you get hung up on something in the water and you get a big gash, then what, right? So that's why it's like we really needed to unite and come together, because now there's a bunch of us coming together. It's a lot more like, well, I don't want to mess with that, you know? Now there's a lot more of us shining our lights, where it's not just one light, it's like a whole bunch of lights. So it's like you can't see us specifically because we're all shining our lights. That's what I mean. Like this, I hope this is making sense. That's what I mean. This big leveling up happened, right? So because it did, there's more realms to be able to open. There's more, it has to do with the time. There's just so much. I can't put everything. So anyway, let me get back to the cards. I keep channeling. I got a solid out of my lap too. All right. Assess your gifts. Explore your treasure chest. Accept who you truly are. Hold on. I'm like drinking coffee too, because that's like my only drink. It's probably not the best thing to be doing right now. All right, so explore your treasure chest. You guys are going to be realizing that you got a lot of gifts within, right? A lot of them are going to be coming out. Soul satisfaction. Honor your uniqueness. Do what makes you feel good. You need to know you are unique. You are different for a reason. So 10, that's definitely completion. So a lot of you, you're going to be outgrowing situations and people. You're going to be realizing that you don't fit in, especially, it's like once a lot of you unlock these gifts or you realize these talents and these abilities, it's going to change the trajectory of your life. Like I'm literally looking at like a cello, and to me when I'm drawn to the cello, like the violin, the frequency of it, the talent, the skill behind it is something else. But anyway, I'm looking right at that. Somebody's going to realize some sort of musical talent or ability or gift that they have, and then it's going to like set them off, right? A lot of you chosen ones, you are very talented and artistic and carry these beautiful gifts, because a lot of you are meant to be in the spotlight. You've had people have made you feel. So a lot of you, like you were destined to be in the spotlight, right? You were meant to be, because you light up the world with your vibration, your light. And that's what people don't realize. When you're chosen, your light shines so bright. You're filled. That's why you may notice that you have a lot of energy. A lot of us get labeled as having ADHD, things like that, because you can't sit still, you can't focus. I'm all over the place because I've always been very, very high energy, especially around these portals and gateways and you know, full moons. I'm a moon child. I'm ruled by the moon. I'm a Cancer sun, so yeah, we're definitely ruled by the moon there. So whenever there's stuff going on within the moon, you know, anyways. All right, I want to look up what they say about cosmic emerald. Okay, let's see what messages. So this is the card of abundance. Hell yeah. It invites you to expand what you believe you deserve and accept plenty from the benevolent universe. Archangel Raphael's cosmic emeralds are in a combination with the blue ray of healing and the yellow ray of wisdom. Oh my goodness. I just realized I've been seeing blue and yellow, blue and yellow. I even have a blue and yellow reading down below. I got my yellow candle here. I added pink today as I was guided to beautiful pink. Hold on, I'm going to check on this candle. Okay. to help with love, romance, to really bring in the divine feminine energy. I told you I was worried about that a little bit. I even put some pink on. See, I painted my nails blue. I've been feeling this blue energy. So anyway, that's beautiful. So yeah, blue ray of healing and yellow ray of wisdom. So they are magnificent, pale ether, translucent greens containing healing energy. So definitely, some healing energy coming through here. Energy, trust, clarity of mind, loyalty, friendship, prosperity, higher alignment, and many other qualities at the 9th dimensional frequency. When unicorns add their light to them, their power increases tenfold. So your guidance is to assess the cosmic emerald and activate it carefully within the intention, the prayers of serving your own highest good and that of the planet. So Archangel Raphael is in charge of the development of the third eye chakra of enlightenment. And as this opens, it enables you to see life from a higher, wider spiritual perspective. The center also holds the codes of abundant consciousness and the blueprint of your perfect health. These can be united with the cosmic emerald. So your guidance is to be clear about your intentions to serve the highest good. Then ask that the cosmic emerald be positioned over you and activated to accelerate your spiritual journey with health, happiness, and abundance. Wow, this is like getting a key here to stay all powerful. Hopefully you guys can see it. You could meditate on it. I wish I could hold it up, but it's really close to my ring light. Oh, there we go. Maybe. Well, that's why I felt to tell you guys that if you're on this spiritual journey and you're starting to ascend, you're starting to get curious about the 5D Christ consciousness, and you're starting to go through these things, and that you should get this deck. I got it through Amazon. I get a lot of decks online. The Magic of Unicorns. So, and that way you can work with it firsthand. There's a lot of portals and gateways and sacred geometry. I think is it this one? No. Some of the decks got the sacred. Yeah, I think there is some sacred geometry symbols and things like that. But like I said, then you can meditate and work with these cards, and they can activate different things for you. That's why I said, like, this went hand in hand with me understanding a lot and unlocking a lot of my gifts and things like that. And what was so cute is I love unicorns. I love unicorns. I always knew, like, I believe I'm from the unicorn realm, right? Like, there's just, one of my incarnations or it's within my bloodlines or something. I know that I've got fairy within my bloodlines too, that I've been to that I'm a descendant from the fairy realms too. I know that. But like I was always asking, like, right when as soon as I turned 18, the first thing that I did is I got a tattoo of a unicorn and a rainbow on my back. I remember too, like, my dad was so upset with me. Like, I had went on a road trip too. I took off, went halfway across the country when I was 18. And I remember, like, I had told some family member I'd visited, and he'd called me up. You did what? It was so cute. But anyway, like, this brought back a memory. I miss my dad. Anyway, so yeah, I have close connection to unicorns. I always have. So definitely very, very free-spirited, very young at heart, right? Go along with me helping anchor this energy in anyway. So this anyway, what I was getting at is, like, with the unicorn deck is like, so one of the very first oracle decks that I got was another unicorn deck, but it was too big for me. Anyway, I didn't know that this one was even available. So when I seen it, I just got it right away. And I didn't use it because sometimes I get decks, and then when I feel guided to them, I get them out. And then they had me wait for some reason. And I always wondered, like, why? Like, I didn't just jump into this, being so drawn to it or whatever. I think I did. Of course I opened it, I unboxed it, cleansed it, put my energy in, and I looked at each card, and I remember thinking how beautiful they were. But I didn't even get into the book, or I didn't even get into reading them or whatever. Maybe I didn't understand. But it's like, if you feel guided to this, then you're going to ascension, like, you're going to understand the levels of these cards. And it anyway, what I was getting at is, then I started to notice in the collective that so many readers were starting to use this deck, and I hadn't really seen many of these readers, or the ones that I were guided to anyways, even using other oracle decks, because a lot of them, if they would, a lot of them were like the known energy and the wisdom and the, the not from other realms. I didn't notice a lot of people using realms, so this is very, very significant, right? And I remember saying too, I remember one of the things that I had told divine sources, I was like, we need more protection. All the realms need to come together. I'm not even playing. I remember saying that, and I know the fairies work very closely. So the unicorns are working very close, is what I'm getting. They are very close with the angels. And they've been helping bring in this energy. And if you see their unicorns are lit up. They are bringing they bring the energy through the unicorn, through their, they have a whole chakra system. And we actually have more chakras than the 7. We actually have 12. And I forget the one, but we have one that seeds that the light, Christ consciousness light. It comes in through the top. I don't know what the 12th one is offhand. But yeah, we receive these energies through these. And maybe it takes the being to this higher level of consciousness to be able to get these energies, and maybe that's why these go hand in hand. Or maybe I don't know, I feel that it's the same thing. Like, when you're spiritual, you're guided to you're guided to for a reason, So anyway, I don't know why I felt to explain all of that. Like I said, a lot of you are guided to me when you're on your spiritual quest, your journey, you're awakening, you're ascending, so it's gonna help you. So, Archangel Raphael is in charge of the development of the third eye chakra of enlightenment, and as this open enables you to see from it. Okay, I read this. Your guidance is to be clear about your intentions, right? Because you need to be telling what you want to create when you get this cosmic emerald, because you're at this level of abundance. And you're the co-creator, and the universe is listening, and they're waiting. They want to know what you want. So you can also ask that it be placed in your third eye chakra to heal it and light up the 96 chambers of the center is the best possible way for you. Wow. Okay. And then they give you prayers that you can say and affirmations too. So, working with the cards, and they'll tell you, for your third eye, and it says, a cosmic emerald brings me abundance. Beautiful. And definitely you could work with emerald too as a companion crystal if you have that one available too. Okay, I better close this one out. I feel like I have to take a break. And yeah, so I only got through the magic of the unicorns. Wow, it's gonna be a long night. Or a long day, a long portal day for sure. Look at all these decks that I felt just guided to. Just the first hour I was like, okay, what am I connecting with? Which energies do I want to look at first? And I've made it through one. I have my standard ones that I use too for like every portal and gateway. This is normally one, but Sacred Light Oracle and my Magical Dimension. So I've got a lot of other readings. Definitely take a look at whatever readings you guys feel guided to. Know that you were guided to me for a reading, for a reason. So should subscribe. Love and light to all of you. Bye.